Good morning students, I welcome you all for the online class of economics. As today we will be going to learn some of the mathematical properties. We already started learning mathematical properties. One of the property, standard deviations, that is combined mean, combined standard deviation. Now we will proceed next. Standard deviation of n natural numbers. The standard deviation of first n natural numbers can be obtained by following formula. The formula you can see here. If it is asked to take the first 10 natural numbers standard deviation, then the formula is standard deviation equals to root over 1 by 12 and 2 minus 1. Okay, so that is the standard deviation formula. So standard, if for example 10 natural numbers we have to take, then the formula will be like that: n equals to 10. So 10 square minus 1, we will get 100, minus 1, 99, divided by 12, we will take the square root. So this is the one of the mathematical property of standard deviation. Now we will be proceeding to the next. The sum of the squares of deviation of items in the series from the arithmetic mean in list. In other words, the sum of the squares of the deviations of items of any series from a value other than the arithmetic mean would always be greater. That is why standard deviation is always computed from the arithmetic mean. Next property of standard deviation is that standard deviation and normal or symmetrical distribution. Since in a normal or a symmetrical distribution mean, median and mode are equal, a large proportion of distribution are concentrated around mean only, then the median and mode. So there is following relationship. You can see there we have already learnt it in the mean, median and mode chapter, where we calculated all the three in the one chapter, that is the mode last, after learning mean, median and mode. So same way it is calculated, student. You can see their mean is the highest value and then the median and mode. Change of origin and change in scale. In this we will be mathematical property of standard deviation. It states that if any constant is added or subtracted, change of origin, then standard deviation of original data and of changed data after addition or subtraction will not change, but mean of new data will change. Okay. Definitely when any number changes, it will affect to the mean also. The constant is added or subtracted, change of origin, then standard deviation of original data or change data after addition or subtraction will not change the mean. If any constant is multiplied or divided, change of scale, the mean, standard deviation and variance will change of the new changed data. Coefficient of variation, when we learned CV, coefficient of variation indicate the relationship between the standard deviation and the arithmetic mean expressed in terms of percentage. The coefficient of variation, CV, is a percentage variation in the mean, the standard deviation being treated as the actual variation in the mean. This measure was introduced by Karl Pearson, that is why it is called Karl Pearson's coefficient of variations. The formula of coefficient of variation is as given below. Coefficient of variation is CV equals to standard deviation upon mean into 100. You can see the formula here. Again one formula is there. CV we already learned, we already practiced also combined mean before. So that is the formula of coefficient of variation. By whatever way the standard deviation calculated, by that will be divided as the denominator value. Coefficient of variation is used when we have to find out which group is mentioned more or less variable, which group is more or less stable, which group is more or less uniform, which group is more or less consistent. That way we want to find out a homogeneity, then we will be having the covariations, coefficient of variations, CV. Okay. The series having higher coefficient of variation has higher degree of variability of less uniformity. For this one practice question I will be telling you now. Covariance is needed for 2 or 3 groups to be distinguished. How much uniformity they are having, how much difference they are having. So let us have one question. The following table gives the frequency distribution of marks obtained by student in 2 classes. Find the arithmetic mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation of the marks of 2 series. Marks class A and B. You can see the marks, you can observe it. Class group, it is an exclusive series. Class A and B, 2 data are given. Total is 49 only, but there is a distinction. You can see in class A 20 number is also there, but class B it is not there. But still the total came 49. So let us see the variation in that both the series. First of all, calculation of mean, then standard deviation and then coefficient. Has mean, you know what is the formula. 2 groups are there together in the same tabular data we will be doing. The thing is that up to these students, if you are seeing, it is one part. We were calculating earlier up to this. Now it is clear. Range of marks given there, from that mid value, then frequency, then deviation, that is x minus mean, okay, then deviations into f, and then deviation square into f. Okay, same for b also we will calculate. So this tabular is getting bigger, otherwise it is the same what we calculated. So let us calculate. Do mid value 5 plus 10 divided by 2 7.5, 10 plus 15 divided by 2 12.5. Mid value calculated. Same way for the further frequency, it is given in the question. D dash x minus mean. What is the mean? First of all we will be seeing mean equals to sum of fx upon n. So here you can see there sum of mean, assume mean formula we are taking there. So assume mean formula, shortcut method we are taking, a plus sum of f dx upon n into I. So assume mean we have taken 22.5 from this group. We have taken the deviation, you can see the deviation here, d dash 22.5 minus 7.5. Likewise we calculated the students. Difference 12.5 divided by minus 7.5. How much difference is there? 12 minus 7, 5. So same way differences has been taken, like 22.5 minus 7.5 minus 22.5. Here how you got minus 3. 27.5 minus 22. If it is not clear, once again I will be writing. It is like this, 7.5 minus 22.5. Here it will come 15. 15 divided by, how much is the difference? 5. 15 divided by 5, 3. Which difference? 7.5, 12.5. Here the difference is between the MB, that is 5. So here the difference came minus 3. Now you got how I got d dash. Now finally fd dash we will do, and then d square if we will do. 3 3 is a 9, 9 into 1, 9. So now you got fd square, how much, how I got. So this way student you have to calculate to, same we were doing earlier, we have to calculate for the same table, the two groups, all the columns, and then we have to take. So sum of f dx, it is not calculated here, but we have to calculate here for us. So f dx how much calculated? You can see here minus 28 you got fd into, so this only fdx, it is nothing confusion. So fdx calculated students. So same formula, a plus sum of fdx upon n into I. Sum of f will be the frequency n. Okay, so here substituted values you will get the answer. Now standard deviation a equals to root over sum of fd dash square upon n minus sum of fd dash upon n into whole square. So here we are getting the formula root over 96 upon 49. After substituting values of the table 96, 49, you can see it is calculated. We will substitute in the formula of standard deviation. Standard deviation you have known, the same formula we have used in the earlier class. So same method it has been calculated students, step deviation method. Okay, formula is there. After calculating the answer, substituting the values, sum of fdx square equals 96, 49 was the total. So sum of fd, it is minus 28 whole square into 5. After taking root subtraction we got this data. Now the next is students CV, covariance. Standard deviation and mean calculated. Mean shortcut method, again I want to remind you, that is a shortcut method where a plus sum of fdx upon n into I we have did step deviation method. Okay, step deviation method mean, step deviation method standard deviation, then covariance we will take coefficient of variation, that is standard deviation answer upon mean into 100. So this way we will get student covariance. So nothing was new there, we already studied, you already completed standard deviation chapter, so it is not new for you. So I just practice you this type, many questions are there, you can see here. Same way the shortcut method, the formula is given here, so that's why into I is not there. Okay, the formula is mean for equals to a plus sum of fx also, you can say sum of dx upon n. into I is not needed because it is shortcut method. Same way you can see how we have taken same tabular data, two variant from the prices of shares X and Y given below, state which price share. So comparison, wherever comparable question is there, which share is more stable, which share is more uniform, likewise question, you will use the mean, then standard deviation and then covariance. I am not explaining because I already explained in my classes the questions related to this. You know how to calculate mean, you know how to calculate standard deviation. Now the new thing is that after getting the answer of both standard deviation and mean, you have to know how to take the coefficient of variation. For that, so same tabular data you can see, prices is given, we have written x, dx we calculated, we had assumed 45 has a, so assume mean 45, deviation 41 minus 45 minus 4 minus 1, likewise you get the total. Dx square you will take, no f is there, individual series, so it will be like that. Prices of y shares also you do the same. Now we will proceed, total will come, mean equals to sum of a plus sum of dx upon n. So dx total how much it came, minus 2 upon n how much, 10. So minus 2 upon 10 minus 0.2. Let us see how much the answer came, minus 0.2 it came. Plus minus 45 if you do, plus 45 if you will do, it will be 45. Here one thing is there, 45 plus minus minus, so it will be 45 minus 0.2, 44.8. Same for the share y, sum of dy equals to 45 upon 10, it will be 4.5. 90 plus 4.5, it will get 24.5. Okay, assuming you whatever. So standard deviation formula you will put, as I already explained in my last classes, for the individual series. After that you will be proceeding with the next, that same covariance CV equals to standard deviation upon mean. I hope you have you can practice now. All the whole chapter is completed. Lorentz curve we will not be learning only up to this covariance. So be practice every type of questions. Tomorrow onwards we will be having revisions of all the chapters which will be having in the term post midterm. Okay, thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.